Hey guys, Jake McPherson with JLA Realty coming to you today, July 10th. A fantastic Friday. So, I've noticed these videos only get about a minute and a half of people watching them. So, I'm going to run through it real quick. It'll still be a 5 to 10 minute video, but the rest will be just in-depth info. So, jumping in. Today I want to cover who's going to buy what at closing. So we're talking earnest money. We're talking um, option period money. We're talking who's buying survey, who's buying the title, and there's other things, warranties. Uh, so jumping in, if you're a buyer, you're going to bring two checks to closing. Well, prior to closing, you're going to bring two checks. You're going to bring that earnest money check for 1% of the listing price, and then you're going to bring an option period check. That option period check's usually like $100 to $500, depending on what they ask for. So option period, you're going to get 7 to 10 days. That's going to let a buyer back out of a contract for whatever reason. He brings an inspector. The house isn't what he thought it was. All right, I'm in my 7 to 10 day option period. I paid for that option period. I'm out of this contract. I don't like it. It's looking fishy. Um, so that'll bring us to earnest money. Now, if you do back out of that contract for that option period, that's going to put your earnest money in jeopardy. So you're going to bring an earnest money check as well. That's 1% of the listing price usually. So you're going to come with like $1,500, $2,500, whatever the case, however much the house is. Now, that earnest money is showing the seller that you're a serious buyer. Now you can bring that $2,000 check. You bring it to the title company. They're gonna give you a receipt, and that earnest money will go back to you at closing as long as you close. So yeah, just remember that's your money still, as long as you close, as long as you don't back up for that option period. So going over that now, I want to cover who's buying what at title as far as survey and title. Or I'm sorry, who's buying what at closing? Well, it's not technically at closing, but that's what we're going to say for now. Um, so the seller's going to buy the title. The seller needs to prove that this is my property. There's no clouds on it, things of that nature. He's going to buy the title. That's standard. That's usually how it goes. Everything's negotiable, obviously. And then buyer, you're going to buy the survey. Unless the seller has a survey that the title company will work with, you want that survey anyway. You want to know where your boundaries are. You want to know what you're buying. So don't hesitate on buying that. I know it sucks. I get a lot of feedback from buyers about that dang survey. And you never told me. You said nothing. I wasn't gonna have to come out of anything. Most of the time, that survey can be charged at closing, so they can wrap it into whatever. But yeah, you're gonna want to buy that survey. So wrapping up, we have earnest money option period. You can get out of your contract in the option period. You're gonna bring that earnest money so that the seller sees that you're a strong buyer. He wants to make sure that you're 100% in the house buying game. So he wants to see up front what you got. Option period, you can get out 7 to 10 days. Seller, you're going to buy that title. Make sure there's no clouds on that title. Buyer, you're going to buy that survey. You want to see what you're buying. You want to make sure you're getting what you're paying for. And yeah, that's about it. So Dow is looking strong today at 25.8 thousand. Nasdaq's rolling steady at 10.5 with the real estate index down from last week. They are at 308. Fixed rate mortgages, 30-year, 2.875 with an APR of 2.977. 30-year fixed rate VA, 2.75 with an APR of 2.941. And my Favy, 15-year fixed rate, 2.375 with an APR of 2.559. Again, Jake McPherson with JLA Realty, bringing this real estate information out to the masses. If you guys can help me out, click on this link, then click on the subscribe, and I have other videos that you can click on as well, and try to get this info out there. Try to get everyone in the house, Jake McPherson, you guys have a great weekend.